Hi, this is A Bear and the Bee. This is my show where I do reaction videos and also movie and TV show reviews. We're going to be taking a quick look at the new Invincible Season 4 trailer, and you'll see my reaction. I'll give my review of it and what we're looking forward to this new season coming out March 18th. So let's get this started. All right, he's putting back on the
Take a
suit.
night off.
We don't get to take a night off.
Yeah.
If I'd actually killed Angstrom the first time, so many people would.
So what people don't know already about the show, which you should catch up, previously Angstrom basically decimated the Earth using evil variants of Mark. So yeah, so he's still heavily conflicted with that reaction of him getting away.
Still be alive. I'll do anything to stop that from happening again.
Yeah.
It's not who you are, Mark. But
Cecil
like
is
that
trying to talk him and talk some sense.
breaks people.
It can. It really can. And again, we're getting more interesting things with Eve. The spoiler, they just start dating. So yeah,
Things are changing, Mark, and not for the better.
she's losing her
Figure
ability.
this out, okay?
We need to show the world that even after everything that happened,
A lot of new
Guardians
characters are being
still
introduced,
here, fighting to keep
and a lot of new villains.
everyone safe
Come on.
from what might be coming our way.
Another villain.
I'm sorry, Mark. We need your help.
It's pretty awesome that we got to see Nolan come back, especially allowed to come back to Earth, especially after season 1 and what he did.
How do you feel about war?
The Viltrumites will always
Evil
be a threat
Kryptonians.
to Earth.
But each day, we add more allies
Oh, that's the Lion guy again.
to break their hold on the galaxy.
He's a big fan of
Together,
Ultramites.
we have a chance to end this war forever.
Yeah, we are also getting introduced to more characters through the series in the comics, so that's pretty awesome too.
I can help. How much does this job pay?
No tricks this time.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
You'll have to trust me.
Sometimes you gotta trust your dad. It's a pretty cool shot right here.
There will be loss.
Oh
There
wow.
will be sacrifice.
I'm sorry.
We must all face judgment for the evils of our past.
Yeah, Nolan is just reflecting on the terrible things he said and did in season 1. I mean, look at him right here, just kind of looking at his past life with his wife and the amazing life they had together. And he had to make the decision of sacrificing, his people or his family.
If we want any hope to change our future.
This is serious, Shapesmith.
Yeah, Shapesmith
This
is
is fruit
always
punch.
causing trouble.
Would you like some?
Nice. I see we're seeing more demons here. This, from my knowledge, was never in the true comics, so for them to kind of introduce this is pretty awesome. They're really heavily exploring other realms besides just new solar systems and planets.
Is everyone ready?
Oh yeah, he's gonna love this. Viltrumites are just very ruthless people. And just that's one thing I kind of like about the show is we've seen terrible Kryptonians from others, a very similar group of people from DC. But just seeing kind of like more of like a race that actually kind of makes it feel like even the most ruthless Kryptonians are nothing or compared to like a Viltrumite, and their whole culture just is a war-based savage culture where it's either this or death. So just seeing this and seeing how Mark is interacting with trying to be a hero, but sometimes
together.
being morally good
That's how we win
is
this.
not really a smart objective when it comes to battles and war. And we're getting
Leave no one alive.
this character right here. he's more of the leader of the Vultramites, so he's a very important character. I can't wait for us all to see him, and you see also the two characters in the background. We've seen them before. So that's really what's going on, and the trailer looks pretty awesome. I'm very happy with the turnaround time. I know some people always criticize the animation, but you have to also understand that you have this decision. Do we almost come up with a season every year, or do we have to wait every 2 years for a really good season that kind of takes away a lot of money and could actually not allow the show? Because that's one thing I kind of want to get out there, because a lot of fans of Invincible, they will complain about certain episodes. The drawings might be a little off, and I've always been a defender of that, because look, we want it to be good, but at the same time, like, what do you want more? Do you want more Invincible? Do you want the story to keep covering very interesting topics and very interesting villains, or do we just spend 2 years and just try to get it perfect that first season? And you have to play that tug of war game. So I like that they're actually spitting them out almost every year now, because it didn't feel that long since season 3. And we're getting to see all these character developments. We're seeing new villains. We're seeing new heroes, and also some heroes that we got to see in last season that we're really going to have more character development with them. And just also about Mark. Mark's been through a lot. And that's the dynamic of being a superhero. Is I've always liked like the Batman and Superman type of. Really try not to kill. Batman never really kills. Superman never really kills unless you read certain particular comics or certain series or animations. So being and again, this kind of tackles with real life situations and war and conflict and fantasy, because when you really think about it, and in my opinion, being a superhero, what makes a superhero so interesting is that they don't need to they have all this power. They can kill anyone that's a threat, but a lot of times they don't. And then the truth is that when to do that and when not to do that. And that's the thing that Mark's really heavily dealing with is in the seasons so far, and how sometimes you have to kill people in this type of world. If you're a superhero and you have a villain that has a vendetta against you that's going to hurt your family and hurt innocent people, sometimes you're going to have to make those tough decisions. And sometimes you don't, because that it could be more beneficial to keep them alive. And having that wisdom to know when to do one and when to do the other is very important, because a perfect example is Batman. Batman always, what I like about him is that he never kills his villains. He can if he wanted to, but he doesn't. And that's a double-edged sword. People make fun of Batman for that, because they're just like, yeah, you arrested the Joker the 50th time, but now he's broken out of Arkham Asylum and he's killed another like 10, 20 people. So who's really at fault? Is it really the Joker, or the guy that wouldn't just lay him out, and just if he got rid of him after the second try, trying to redeem him, maybe all those hundreds of people would have still been alive and had a future. And because you're just giving this one person a chance. And really Mark's learning that as both as a human and as a Vultremite. Vultremites are kind of very ruthless. They don't really care about any other life unless it's a Vultremite life. Like, if it's, they have their own rituals and everything just to even execute their own people, that we saw in the last season where Nolan was about to be executed, and they had to make sure he was fully healed first before his execution, because they had a whole ritual, and just he chose his family over the Viltrumite Empire. And there's tons of lore, and we're getting into the most. I'm hoping that we get into the big battle this season. I hope it's not going to be, just a small build up to that. I like to think that this season is going to be pretty epic. And we're going to see characters that we thought were dead. They're still alive. We're going to see characters we would have never saw again. We're also going to get new story structure as filler, I assume. you know, that we didn't get to see. Some people, even in the comics, really wanted to see some certain characters, but never got to see it further. So again, you know, I'm really looking forward to this new season, and I hope we all love it. I hope it keeps going the direction that's going in, because I could watch, me personally, I could watch like another like 4 or 5 seasons of this. So yeah. Thank you for watching the trailer with me and see my reaction to the series and the trailer. And hit that like and subscribe. This is Bear and the Bee. I'll see you next time.